Marks just want to say you should work this out before you go live. No kidding. I've been working on this for a very long time.
Yeah, you don't know, but like after every Dice Tower Tonight for the past several weeks, we've stayed on together and tried to work this out. And Tom promised that it was going to work this time. He told me he had it. He did.
I thought I did. Okay. Okay. So, I'm just going to start this off here by talking about this game here, Heldentoff. This was the game that I was supposed to talk about, review last time.
Yes.
So my full review is going up tomorrow. So the way this game works is you have these characters here. Each person gets their own character, and the artwork for this game is fantastic. It's really like cutesy artwork, and you have these different characters. Each character has a certain number of life points at the top. Then you have 3 other stats here. So you have, the top is how many actions you have. So this person has 5 actions. They're the fastest. That's why they're riding the board. See, this person only has 4 actions. And then underneath that is how many potions you can make. So this person can't make any potions right now. And then at the bottom is your attack value. And this person here is a die roll. And then here's your backpack. So this person has the biggest backpack because, well, if you can see their picture, they have a lot of backpack space. So each person's a little bit different. This person here can start by making potions. As the game goes by, you will be able to find equipment and upgrade it to add to these spots. So this ring will let me make 3 potions. If I have a sword, it will add to my attack. And if I have boots, it will add to my actions that I can take. Your actions are mostly going to be moving around and discovering land, and different land that you land on is going to give you different things. And every once in a while, you might find a portal where you can go to the underworld. Alright? When you go to the underworld, these 3 monsters are down there. And so these 3 monsters will have different life points, and you can attack them. If you get rid of all their hit points, you will get these teeth here, and these teeth are worth points. And in fact, that's the whole point of this game, is to get teeth. And you'll have some action cards, and this one says land on a trap and get 2 points. And this one, kill a monster, or kill this particular monster to get 2 points. So there's all sorts of things to get points, and the first person who gets a certain number of points wins. That is essentially the game. It is not a complex game, and my first playing of it, I played with a bunch of adults, and we were all like, this is a kid's game. It's really hard for your character to die. There's a good chunk of luck in it. The production is beautiful. It's a fine game for kids. I don't think there's enough real decisions. I mean, as an adult, you're just moving around, finding stuff, and then going down to the dungeon, fighting monsters, coming back up. You can even fight other people, but it's not usually worth your time. And those mission cards, you can get points. That's great, but it's kind of random. So the game is fun. It's light, and I think by you, I mean you, Eric, will enjoy it.
Okay. I'm excited then.
Have you played any of the games I've sent you so far?
Yes, I'm very excited to talk about them. Hang on a second. Okay. So the first one that won this is weird. Okay. The first one that won the competition is Invisible Ink. This is a party game that is basically Pictionary, but uses these red lens technology specs to add a little bit of an extra twist thing. So you're writing with a highlighter. This is a highlighter that looks like a thing of nail polish, I guess. That's because it's a spy game, but it's really the highlighter. And someone, whoever's turn it is going to be writing and trying to get people to guess a word with drawing with the highlighter. The thing is, one or maybe even all of the players are going to be wearing these specs, which means you can't actually see the yellow ink on the paper. So you roll a die, and if you get one symbol, this is the guessers have to wear the specs, and if you get this, then the drawer has to wear the specs, and if you have this, everybody wears the specs. And there's 2 levels of cards. There's an easy level that has like a green and a blue card or word on it. That it gives you 2 scoring opportunities. If you get somebody to guess the blue word, it's worth 1 point to both the drawer and the guesser. And then if you get the green word, it's worth 2 points. But if you guess the green word first, then the round is over. So lots of points there. But this is where the game gets really fun, is the hard words, the more difficult code black words, that if you get the green word, you get 2 points, just like normal. But if somebody guesses the black word, it's negative points. It's 1 negative point for both the drawer and the guesser. And which one's this? Here, code black. Here we go. So, nope, that is not actually a card. There we go. Barbecue grate is the word you're supposed to get them to guess. But manhole cover is the card that, or the word that if somebody guesses it, you lose points. So often it's the shape that you would normally try to get people to guess it. You'd start with, I know one was baseball, but if somebody guesses tennis, you lose the points. And you normally, if you're trying to do baseball, you draw a baseball, but somebody would jump in first with tennis, and you might lose the points. It's almost like this party game has 2 different gimmicks. There's these glasses, which, while fun, are a gimmick. But this is actually more interesting. Having to draw, but avoid imagery that will lead people toward the word they're not supposed to guess. I liked that better than the drawing thing, which is trickier the closer you are to the person that's drawing. It's fun. It has some interesting mechanisms to it, and some trickiness, and it makes you think and really plan out your drawing. I really liked Invisible Ink. I think it's a good fit for parties. Those glasses are a little uncomfortable, though. They're very thick, hard cardboard.
Really, you were thinking about that much?
Sure. I mean,
I don't know. I was thinking about the game. I guess I didn't think about how uncomfortable. I mean, I'm not saying I just didn't. It didn't even occur to me.
They're fine. It's just not the most comfortable in the world. If I were to play a lot of this, I'd probably cushion them in some way or something. I don't know. One of our other players was complaining about it. But that's Invisible Ink. I think I agree with you, Tom. It's a fun party game with a nice twist. But I almost wish it had 1 twist and not 2.
All right.
So second, we're playing catch up because I played the other of the games that Tom has sent, Dragon Pets, which is a game it's a set collection game where you're trying to get matching pairs of these dragon cards. These guys are going to be spread out in a grid, a 4x4 grid, and you've got different colors of dragons and different values of those dragons. They're also male and female. So you start out with a couple of starter dragons, and you are trying to match them in pairs. And if you're able to do that, you get a number of coins equal to the larger of the 2 of them. You get these. Oh, we're going up and down. Thanks, Tom.
No, I'm trying to get the fan out of the shot.
So you get these by spreading these tokens around the edge of the grid, and that matches up to these dice. So on the first player to go rolls all the dice, and they have to match them up to these colored discs, and everybody has a different arrangement of discs around the board. And that says how far your guys can move in from the edge, and which dragons you can claim, or at least stand on with your 3 meeples. You then can spend coins to have everybody collect them, or refill gaps in the grid, or what's the other thing? There's one other action you can take that I'm totally forgetting now. But you can spend these coins, which are your victory points, to cause things to happen. Often things that help other people. Oh, re-roll the dice. That's it. Because every time you use a die, you have also taken that die out of the die pool, and you simply move those dice to the next player, who puts them in front of their columns, and makes a decision there. So you have to spend to expand your options. So it's part of the game is delaying spending that money, hoping that your opponents will do so for you. That's a neat little tricky aspect. I enjoyed it. It's light. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of depth to it. And Tom, you said that you didn't think it was a family game. You thought there was a mismatch because you've got this cute art. Those are adorable dragons. And the different suits there's a water dragon and fire dragon and earth dragon and stuff like that. I played this with the 6-year-old, and he was perfectly fine understanding the mechanisms. I think it's an 8+, at least on the box. Sure, he didn't get every little nuance and was much more willing to pay to make stuff happen. as I was. But I don't. I think this is a family weight game. It could certainly
Yeah, but
work.
you can like look ahead 3 moves if you want to. That's kind of hard for kids to do.
Sure. I mean, you don't have to play that way. I just don't think there's. I don't think it's too complex to be a
Okay, I
family
guess I
game.
can see your point. Maybe I'm playing it more stringently than I need it to.
Maybe. My son enjoyed it. He immediately.
Whenever Eric says maybe, you were.
My son liked it. He immediately wanted to turn it into an adventure game where it was a cooperative game, but you know, it was a good time, and he grasped it just fine. I would be happy pulling this out with other family members. That's Dragon Pets, also a neat one.
All right. Okay, so today I'm a little off, but I'm actually feeling pretty good, even though we had technical difficulties because we got it fixed, right?
Yeah.
We're on now, so this is going to actually help us in the future, and we'll have other people on actually if we can do this right because we know what we're doing with Skype. It's just the mixing of Skype and audio. Okay, so Eric, here's your game for today,
Woo!
and the audience can play too, but no using the internet because that's cheating. Even though you're on the internet watching this, but whatever. I'm going to give you 2 games. You're going to tell me which one's real.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, the first one here, and I'm going to be kind of short on these because it will be too obvious if I'm long that it's the one that I'm not making up. Okay, one is which one is real. The first one is I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, the board game. In this game, you are trying to figure out through various means whether something is butter or margarine. Secondly, Guns or Butter. This is a war game in which people are controlling their nations, and for some reason, butter is involved.
I think Guns or Butter is the real game because there's no way you came up with that.
Well, first of all, I'm saddened that you don't think my imagination is that high, but also you're correct.
Yay!
It models the international system of 5 to 7 nations with various resources and power. This is a 1972 game. It has 0 ratings and 0 comments on Board Game Geek.
Ah.
All right. First, all right. We have Pig Punching. This is a game. It's a. No. Listen. It's a game. It's actually has nothing to do with pig punching, from what I can tell. It's played with a traditional 52 card deck, and I'm not even actually sure what the object is. There's some dice included, or Egyptian Rat Screw, which also doesn't sound like the name of the game at all, and also looks like it uses a 52 card deck, and is known by other names in other countries.
Yeah, I know Egyptian Rat Screw is a real game.
Oh, I hate you. All right, never mind then. Really, you knew that?
Yeah. Are you coming up with pig punching, or is this somewhere you're finding it on the internet?
You know what? That is none of your business.
Okay, fine, sure, yes, please continue.
I'm trying to pick games here. Okay, the correct game here has 19 ratings and 14 comments. Okay, so first we have Stop the Raccoons. This is a game in which you are stopping raccoons from getting into your garbage. Or Stab a Panda, which is a would you rather party style game. Stop the Raccoons or Stab a Panda.
Okay, I'm gonna say that Stop the Raccoons is the fake one.
Is the fake one.
Yeah.
Nice. Actually, Stab a Panda is correct. It's a 2013 game from Jeremiah Lee and Brian Lewis. It was made by Gozer Games, and it's a would you rather style party game.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's like, would you rather stab a panda
Or chase a raccoon.
or use Tabasco sauce as eye drops?
Can I just stab the panda lightly, like just a minor stabbing, like a tetanus shot, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you here.
I mean, if I have
All right.
to.
All right. So next 2 games are Hamburger House. Hamburger House is Not so much about hamburgers, but about a frat house type thing. And I guess there's a hamburger eating contest in the house. Or Hot Dog Hooligans, which is basically a hot dog eating contest.
Hot dog.
Getting shorter on the descriptions.
Hot Dog Hooligans is the real game.
You've actually seen this game?
No, I'm just that good at this game.
Or I'm that bad at making up the descriptions ahead of time. Maybe I. All right. Yes, you're correct. Although this has 0 ratings and 1 comment. The tagline is, "You're gonna lose your lunch."
Nice.
All right. Next is The Mystery of the Scream. This is a game in which you are trying to stop people who are stealing art. Or Snuffy Smith's Hoot and Holler Bug Derby, which is about a redneck in a race.
I'm gonna go with the art one. The Scream one is the real one.
Close, but they're both real.
Oh.
Trickery!
Okay.
The mystery. Listen, I gotta do something right here. The Mystery of the Scream is a 2005 game, which is a family game in which you are doing it. It's kind of a weird name, though. And Snuffy Smith's Hoot and Holler Bug Derby is from 1940.
Wow.
It's based on, it says everyone's favorite childhood redneck is having a race. Snuffy Smith looks, I can recognize him when I see him. He looks like a cartoon character from the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's go to it.
Nice to know that if the game's going bad, Tom's just willing to cheat. That just change the rules entirely. I don't think something my son would
plan to do that all along.
Maybe.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to our game of the week, the game of the show. Now, I have to say I'm really excited about this game because it's making me look at games. I would not have reviewed that Dragon game as quickly as I did, and I would not have reviewed this. It just makes me review a game I might not normally do.
Sure.
I will say I was disappointed a little bit last time because there were some pretty cool games that seemed to get put by the wayside, but I will get around to some of those eventually. Although, yeah, one of them that you guys voted down was not so hot, so maybe you're smarter than I think. This time, though, each time we do this, I'm going to do it by different box sizes. So this time we're doing small boxes.
Okay.
These are small games. I don't know that any of these look fantastic, but I might be wrong. So I'm going to show you 6 games here, and we're going to vote out 2 of them based on cover and name and, basically just judging a book by its cover. All right, so I don't know a whole lot about any of these games, so let's get started. First one is ARG.
ARG.
Animals Revolt Against Humans. That's what ARG stands for.
Okay.
Take a card in a location, place it in front of you face down, or give it to another player. You can also steal a hidden card to another player. This is from Blue Cocker, though. They're the same folks who have made some other really good games in the past. But ARG, the name alone, makes me wonder.
Sounds like Yankee Swap, the card game.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. The next game here is called Mutant Crops. There once was a time long ago when farmers could walk their fields in safety. Their worries included pests and insects and the occasional bout of poor weather. But then the world changed. Empowered by the combination of agrochemicals and the mining industry's toxic runoff, the mutant crops rose from the earth with a vengeance. Water was no longer enough to satisfy them. They needed to feast on the flesh of the living to survive. So that's a little bit of the picture in the back.
Okay.
I don't think I would be afraid of fruit if it was coming to get me. It seems like I could just smash it. It doesn't seem like
Step on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of it. Like if the whole produce department at the grocery store came after me, that I'd probably run.
All right, next one is from Grand Gamers Guild. You've played some game from them before. What was it? The
Unreal Estate.
Yeah, Unreal Estate, but also the one where when you looked at the card, it would say blue, and you had to pick
Stroop.
Stroop. You're right.
Stroop.
This one's Pocket Ops. In this battle of wits, your rival spy master sending teams of agents into an enemy base to find and steal their doomsday device. It has something to do with a 3 in a row rating. The visuals are done by Josh Capel, so that's very good. And it's a 2-player, 20-minute game.
Okay.
Next is Candygrams. Who can make the sun shine? Candygrams is as simple as rolling the dice, matching colors, and making words. But to win, you'll need just the right combination of skill, strategy, and luck.
It plays on
back,
any
you can
flat
see-
surface, it says.
It does say play on any flat surface. How many games do that? Come on now. That's a selling point. All right. The next one is The Witches of Cernagula.
Oh, boy.
In this one, you must become the witch who cooks the best and most potions, collect the required herbs, but these are not always available. Think, well, your actions. Cooking your cauldron and elaborate recipes and master one or more magic arts. Become the most experienced witch and earn the points to prove it. On the back, it shows some kind of funky-looking cards and stuff.
Oh.
That's The Witches of Serengula. This is from Gen X Games. I believe that's the same company that made that Hexcalibur game everybody was raving about. And finally, game number 6, Rat Trap. Have you played this one?
No.
I don't ever. One of these days, I'm gonna pull one out. You'll be like, I already
Yeah,
know.
I know that.
This one, the box slides out.
Ooh.
With a little cunning and luck, can you find the cheese, dodge the traps, and come out on top? Negotiating with other players. 3 to 5 player game, 20 minutes. All right, folks. So you're gonna vote for one to kick out. You're gonna vote for Rat Trap to boot. The Witches of you can just say the Witches, but of Serengula. Candygrams. Pocket Ops. Mutant Crops. And Arg. So which one of these do you want me to not review? At least I won't review it anytime soon, probably. We're narrowing it down. And then after you pick one, Eric's going to pick one. Well, it doesn't...
I think I know what number one's going to be.
Someone always votes for Hexcalibur every single time. This may be the first time I've seen a 100% vote.
I can guess, which means I
Go
need
ahead
my
and
plan
guess.
B. I think Candygrams is out.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Candygrams has been voted out by the people. See you later!
What's important is that you'll have plenty of time to play it because it can be played on any flat surface. That's what's important.
You're really enjoying that, aren't you?
Yes.
All right.
I am going to kick out Arg.
Oh, no!
Arg!
All right. And we're now down to 4 games. Okay. At this point, we're going to open up the games and look inside them. So we're going to start by Mutant Crops. By the way, this is number 1 in a series. So,
I wonder if
All
many
right.
games that have a 1 on the side never see the number 2.
that would be an interesting geek list, actually. So there's a bunch of counters here that look like water, seeds, and meat. There's a bunch of little meeple dudes. And then there is a deck of cards. I'm assuming this shows the mutant crops. Let's look. A cucumber. He doesn't look too scary. Eggplant. Scarier. Pepper. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin. Peach. And the worst one of all. The melon. Although the cranberry is pretty close. That cranberry looks like it's demon possessed. All right. That interesting. That's the components of Mutant Crops. So that one's still in the running. Let's go to Pocket Ops from Grand Gamers Guild. A bunch of red and blue discs. A bunch of small cards here that show it looks like weapons. Oh no, they're letters. A is for armory. B is for barracks. C is for command. D is for databanks. What is H for?
Hogs.
Hangar. And I, innovation. And okay, so there's those cards. Looks like there's cards for both players. And then a couple rules. Looks like a little robot punch-out board. And then a very small board. This looks like a very small footprint of a game. So that's interesting.
It could probably be played on any flat surface.
Let it go. Let it go. Shut your mouth, Eric. All right, the witches of Serengula. Okay, that's not a thin rule book. Of course, it's not in English either. That's why it's so fat, because it's 2 languages. Oh, interesting. I'm always interested when I'm like, there's more counters than you thought. When they put them in a box like that.
Very
Oh, my.
dramatic reveal.
It's like, wait. So, I gotta say, this is kind of colorful and nice, these things. I don't know what it is, but like different ingredients that I'm sure witches are using to attack each other. So that's basically, there's a lot of counters, and there's those round things, and then there's some cards. And these cards show some witches and black cats. And then I wonder, like, if you have to get certain combinations together. I don't know, but that's what's in the Witches of Serengula.
They're a nebula.
I almost hope I don't like this game, so I don't have to keep saying it. Finally, Rat Trap. We already mentioned that this box slides out. In Rat Trap, some rules, more rules. Oh, custom dice. Keys on the sides of them, as well as it looks like a symbol where you're stealing a card from somebody else. We have some tokens in this one. We have, of course, you would expect cheese in a game, and Band-Aids, as you would find in all games with cheese.
In case your cheese gets damaged during the course of the game.
Hey, man, you protect your cheese.
Yeah, but
If you're not going to protect your cheese, you don't deserve your cheese.
you gotta keep it healthy.
I'm not kidding here. Do I look like I'm... All right. So we have some cheese cards, and wow, there's just a lot of cheese cards. They're all numbered, and then like a cute rat, and that's the order. I think these are the order you do things in. Yeah, mostly these are just cheese cards with numbers on them. There's also a couple trap cards, and then there's this one card, which I'm assuming is bad if you draw it. Because it's a cat. Oh, there's an evil rat, too.
Wow. Looks like he wants a bribe.
Yeah, it does. I don't really like that guy. All right, so, folks, we're going to kick out 2 more games now to get down to the final thing. Now that you've seen what's inside them, we have Rat Trap, we have the Witches of Serengula, we have Pocket Ops, and we have Mutant Crops. Please get rid of one of those games. Vote for one. Can you protect the cheese from yourself? That'd be a terrible game, right? Tom, don't eat the cheese would be called the game. And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to lose. Ah.
Oh, man. What's my plan
You having
B?
a hard time?
Yeah, this is...
deciding?
I kind of know which one I want.
Like which one you want to win?
Yeah.
Already? Someone's voted for Candy Grams again.
Go pick it up and throw it out the door.
Ooh, this one is almost a tie between 2 games. It's close, but it's gonna be, sadly, Rat Trap has been kicked out. All right, Eric.
Okay. I think I got to send Mutant Crops away.
Eric always picks the one I'm interested in.
What?
No one voted for Mutant Crops, Eric. The audience all wanted that one to make it.
Did they? Great.
Well, some people must have. Oh, man.
You know, you have the power to review any of these you want, right?
That's true.
So why are you that upset?
Because I'm just sad, okay?
Okay, fine. Yes. Great.
All right, let's take a look at these last 2 and see which one now the audience will vote for. Last week, Eric agreed with the audience, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I've changed the rules, Eric, because I do that occasionally.
Sure.
You can now reject the audience. You just can't reject them twice in a row. So anytime you reject the audience, the following week you are bound by the audience's decision.
Okay. Gotcha.
That seems fair.
It does.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this one, you have vegetarian witches. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
That is what it is, okay? There's 8 different herbs, that you can get, including mistletoe. All right, so you're going to be collecting these. And there's 16 potion cards, and you have to get these different potions. And on your turn, you're going to collect some herbs for the cycle where the token is. So you're going to be having tokens, and you're going to be using your board to move around and collect certain herbs. And I think you just put these tokens on these spots to show that you have those herbs. And then you're going to complete potions. If you can pay all the ingredients a potion pays, you can make that complete potion. You can also make an incomplete potion. But each witch also has a skill. And then you're just going to get victory points for the obtained potion cards. So basically on your turn, you're going to collect herbs based on what time of day it is. I guess different things are rotating around these boards. And you're just trying to get it's basically a set collection game to get the herbs to match the potions that you need off the boards. I guess it makes sense that witches would be vegetarian. They're eating a lot of herbs and poisons and stuff. Pocket Ops.
Okay.
Pocket Ops. This one I feel like I know just from reading a little bit about it. It's essentially a tic-tac-toe game from what I can tell. You're trying to get 3 in a row. And you're going to shuffle all your specialists face down because you have these discs, and some of them are going to, you can tell, have little symbols on them like a spy and things.
Ah, okay.
And you're going to pick one of your things to be active this round. So you have one face up. And on your turn, you're playing tic-tac-toe, but you're predicting where the other person is going to place their thing. That's why there is all those letters on the board. And you have a card for each letter. So I'm going to put out a thing, and then you're going to predict where I'm going to go. If you're correct, you have blocked the move. And you kill the guy who I was putting out on the board. If the prediction is incorrect, then he gets to stay there where he's correct. And if it has a special ability, it goes off.
Okay, so it's like Not Alone.
But tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
You're intrigued.
Tic-tac alone.
Tic-tac alone. Also, there's some card in here for Unreal Estate. But that should not affect your decision. You will not get that card
What?
either way. Oh, okay. Let me rephrase that. You'll get the card either way. I don't care. All right, folks. This time you're voting for the one you want to win. Would you like to see me and Eric both take a look at Pocket Ops? Or would you like to see me and Eric take a look at the Witches of Cernegula?
Cernegula. Cernegula.
That is what I was thinking in my head. So vote for the one you want to keep, not for the one you want to throw away. Then Eric can choose to accept your vote or to reject it. Someone said both these sound pretty bad. Actually, I think both of them sound okay. What do you think? Just
I think, yeah, they both sound pretty interesting. I'm going to go with the opinion on this one. I'm not going to overrule. I think
you're going to say that already?
I am. I'm going to let the internet decide.
You cannot vote for Mutant Crops. It's gone.
No one wants to follow the rules to this game. There are rules for a reason, people.
This is so close. I'm having a hard time.
Do I have to be a tiebreaker?
No. Okay. The Witches of Cernegula is the winner.
Okay.
That was very close. Pocket Ops. You sure, Eric?
I'm sure. I'll go with the Witches.
All right.
And for no other
that's
reason than to see if there's a pronunciation guide inside.
And see, here's the deal, folks, because this is why this works, is because of the 6, this is one I would probably not have reviewed anytime soon. But I'm going to. It's a 30 to 45 minute game for 2 to 4 players, 10 and plus.
10 and plus.
All right. Well, that's that. Woo. Eric, have I shown you these yet?
No. What's that?
Well, I haven't played this yet, but so this is like a puzzle box. Like it comes in the mail like this. It actually comes like this. It will have your name and address and all this stuff on it if you get it. And it's a mystery puzzle that you have to do. Half of it's in this box and half is online. Okay, so I'm not going to explain how to do this because I don't know. So like this one here, so I look, it comes with this letter envelope, and I open this letter envelope, and I find this detective letter inside. I'm just kind of showing you what's inside the thing here. You know, a fingerprint thing. Autopsy report, homicide report, all that stuff came in that letter.
I vote for this one.
And then newspaper clippings that look like they're from an actual newspaper. A letter with an actual sticky note with a note on it that tells you stuff. A diary. Another letter. And something that was shredded. A metal coin that looks like a cipher.
The Dakota ring.
More newspaper articles. And I've done a little bit of messing around, not with this one, but with one of the other ones. And you can go online, and there's like clues online, like web pages and stuff. Are you interested?
Yes.
Now, I think, just by looking at these, Eric, that this is not something we could do with our kids. Not that I think it's adult, I think it's just hard.
Okay.
Like, this one doesn't have, like, a necessary... It says, with the aid of physical clues and details embedded online, you'll follow each thread to deduce what is fact, what is fiction, and finally the truth in this new experience from the creators of Breakout Escape Rooms.
Huh.
So that's one of the boxes. I have three. I don't know where the third box is. But then this one here is like from Japan. And so this one has, similar stuff in it, mail and stuff. This one actually comes with a fan and a pair of chopsticks from a restaurant. And like a torn up poster. And one of them came with a napkin with stuff written on it. You're intrigued.
Yes. How do you get these things?
I don't know. It was a review copy for something. BreakoutDispatch.com.
Okay.
BreakoutDispatch.com. And I think the way it works, Eric, is I think they send you one of these in the mail each month. And this is the actual box that shows up in the mail.
So it's a subscription service.
Well, let me go to the website and look. Breakout. What did I say the second word
Dispatch.
was? Dispatch.com. And let's see here. How it works. Start today. All right, I'll click on Start Today. It's $25 each. That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shipping
so you
included?
Join it, and they'll put the first package in the mail immediately. After that, you'll get a new box each month. Oh, if you sign up today, you'll get $10 off. All right, anyway.
Okay.
Open the box to find physical clues. Unravel the tangled web of clues. Subscribe. So, let me add this to the cart and see what happens. So, add to the cart, $25, and I can set it up to do monthly, but I can remove the monthly. I guess you can just get one if you want.
Do you get a discount if you do like a whole year?
And shipping. Yeah, it looks like they're going to charge you shipping. Let me see how much shipping is to Florida. I've just put in my secret address. I need to put in a password. All right.
Careful, you're going to actually order it by the time you're done with all the options.
Oh, no, I had to put in a credit card. Oh, they're asking me for the credit. Oh, shipping is, there's taxes. It must be from Florida. I wouldn't have taxes otherwise. So, yeah, okay, I don't know what shipping is. I'm not putting in my credit card number for this. But anyway, I thought that would be interesting to you.
Yes. The website again?
That is breakoutdispatch.com. Yeah, here's the thing. I would probably send you one of mine, but I fear that once I'm done with it, it may not exist anymore. I don't know. You know how these things work.
Yeah, you don't know how resettable they are yet?
No, I don't. And I don't know if they're connected. I don't think they are. I think they're each their own case. Because otherwise you'd never be able to jump into it, right?
Right.
Okay, folks, we'll do a few questions. I know we're running, we started a little bit late, but we can't go too overtime because I have to pack up. Because tomorrow I'm going to Cardboard Crowns Cafe. That's in Dayton, Ohio. So if you're anywhere in Ohio, come visit us. Me, Sam, and Z will be there. The following day after that, which will be Friday, we'll be at Miami University at Recon. So we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have 3 different days you can see us. We'll be there all 3 days during the times of the con. Although I have Friday morning, afternoon free, so if you're around in Miami, Ohio, let me know. Or if there's something that I can do in that area. But we're flying out early tomorrow morning, so we'll be at like I said, Cardboard Crowns tomorrow night. So if you're in that area, please come by and see us. I'm bringing some new games that I haven't played before. I'm even bringing a game called Witches of
Serenegula.
Serenegula. All right, so let's see if we have any questions. Eric, who's been winning the most curling medals this Winter Olympics?
Well, the Canadians did a great job in the mixed doubles. The men, as far as I know, are in medal contention. They made it to the U.S. men, at least. I actually don't know where the women are right now. I've fallen behind on watching. I always intend to watch, like, all of them, and then they start, I have to spend a day or two not watching any curling, and they sort of stack up, and then I have to catch up and watch everything at double speed, triple speed, or just skip a game or two. But I've done pretty well. I've watched a lot of curling, and it's been very good, very fun to watch.
I really like the mixed doubles curling because I feel like they work harder. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
In the regular curling, I think there's like one guy shooting it, and there's like two sweepers or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it 3 people teams?
It's 4 people teams. The fourth one's in the house holding the broom as a target.
Yeah, but in this one, there's only 2 people.
Right. Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
I like doing more work. This feels like something that you could do. Now, I still don't get the whole sweeping thing. I'm okay. I'm not dumb. I know how it's working and all that jazz. But I still think it'd be more interesting if you just shot it and let it go and see where it went.
But the broom is how you control it. You sweep, and then the rock goes straighter and longer. And if you don't sweep, then it curls more. So you have more control.
If I'm pulling random things off the room, I'm gonna.
This is a curling broom.
This is a mouse.
The hammer.
This is Peppermint Piggy's foot cream. Why do I have this on my desk?
I went curling today for the first time in 10 years. I have not been on ice for 10 years. I was really nervous. I brought out my old curling broom and my curling pants and my shoes, and I didn't fall over, which I'm very proud of.
Anyway, I think it looks very interesting. Eric, this is an interesting question for you. Are you a fan of Redwall novels?
Redwall is the mouse. No, it's a mouse RPG.
If you are even mentioning it like that, you're not a fan. He's not a fan, folks, because he would have been like, "What? Matthias, Matameo, the great stories of Redwall." He would have started talking about when Constance the Badger broke the table. Not a fan.
Well, I was working up to that. No, I've never experienced any of them. I was just making sure I knew what you're talking about.
On the other hand, I like them.
Okay, obviously. When the Badger broke the table? That's a thing?
That was a critical moment in the novel Redwall.
Okay. Sure, I believe you.
Eric wants to squeegee your windshield. Just ignore him. Have you tried Journal 29? It's a book that you have to go through solving puzzles and riddles, etc.
I have not.
I haven't either. I did get a big book. I don't know if it's here or if it's at work. From Mike Fitzgerald. Did you see that book? That big book of puzzles that he... not Mike Fitzgerald.
Mike Selinker.
Mike Selinker.
The Book of Mazes, right?
Yeah, have you messed with that one at all?
I keep intending... Every time I see them at a convention, I keep intending to get a copy of that, and I never manage to do it. They're sold out when I try and get them. I've heard it's incredibly difficult, but I've wanted to get a copy and try it out.
I'm still in the first puzzle. See, you don't even know, like, it tells a story, and the story's kind of wonky, but it's a story, and then you get to this puzzle, and you got to solve it, and the first one is like, I was like, okay, I can solve this through brute force. Is that how I want to do it?
Yeah.
So I will eventually go through them. They look fascinating, the puzzles. It's like an amazing, it's like a life's work type situation. And it's beautiful. I almost feel bad writing in this big book, but I don't feel that bad. People keep asking about Unpub. I'm not going to any Unpubs, and I probably will never go to another Unpub convention. I should say probably, because you never know what might happen. They just don't interest me that much. I get why they exist, and I don't think they're bad. I think they're fantastic things where people can get together and they all show each other their unpublished games, and they all work together, and other people can come in and play test games, and that is a fantastic thing. But I hate it. I just like published games, and it's just not my shtick. That's all. And so some people really like it, and also when I go there, people are there's some really bad games. I mean, the worst of the worst, and I feel so bad telling people that I don't think their game is that good. You know, I'm not so keen on that. I know it seems like I take joy in giving bad games reviews, and I'm going to lay the smack down next week on one. I cannot wait. But I don't like doing it. Well, I like it a little bit.
Wait, no, you just got really excited about smacking a game down. Oh, but I don't enjoy it. I must. No, it's a duty I must perform. You see.
Well, that is a kind of juxtaposition, right? Because I'm like, this is so bad, I cannot wait to tell people about it, and I do get kind of like the righteous, I will show the light, but I don't actually take joy in knowing that like the person who made that game is going to watch the review. Right. That kind of bugs me a little bit, right? And like, oh man, yeah, sorry, you know, yeah, your game was really awful, but I don't like say, oh, I hope he watches it. I hope he or she think, I hope they cry themselves asleep tonight. Yeah. First of all, it'd be really sadistic of me to think that.
Yes.
All right, we'll take 2 more questions. What Michigan treat can I bring to you this year at Origins? Can't you bring a Michigan treat to him at Grand Con? Because he'll be there.
It's true, yes, but Origins comes first. Cherries. Michigan cherries are like super great, but I don't know what the season for those might be. It might be too early for them in June. But like Michigan's really big on cherries.
All right, last question is, do you have any thoughts on the Harry Potter miniatures game coming out?
Other than it looks interesting, not really. I mean, I'm probably not going to invest in it just because that's not.
Have your kids seen all the movies yet?
No, we're still waiting to finish the book. My son has resisted reading book 5. I've started a couple times, and he just, I don't know, I don't want to do it. So I don't know why he's resisting, but I don't really want to move to the movies without reading the book first for each of them.
I don't know. I mean, I think the movies, like when I watch the movies, I just rewatch them with my family. I wondered if maybe it would be different. Like some of my kids haven't read the books and some have. And so there was some when Dolores Umbridge showed up, I said to the kids, man, she's the worst villain in the whole series. And my kids laughed at me. But when it was over, they're like, wow, she really was. She's worse than, I think Dolores Umbridge is worse than
Voldemort?
Than Voldemort. Because Voldemort's just evil. She takes pleasure in... Yeah. I don't know. You know what it is I don't think I've ever met a Voldemort in my life.
Right.
But I have met a Dolores Umbridge.
Right. Yeah.
For sure.
You can see much more parallels in Umbridge than you can in the straight-up evil of Voldy.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so for me, the miniatures game, I'm kind of interested in it, but it's miniatures. Right?
Yeah.
So it looks like it's one, maybe, do you have to put them together? I'm not sure. It's from a company I don't know a whole lot about. So I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting, I hope. And how much miniature action should you do? There's not many battles in Harry Potter. I think there's like 4. There's not many battles.
Yeah.
And so it's mostly like, it's moments. Like, it's a story. That's what makes it so good.
Right.
Dolores Umbridge is why Tom homeschools. You guys are nerds. It's the Nurse Ratched effect. Maybe. I don't know what the Nurse Ratched effect is. I have to look that up. But no, I don't know what it is. I just that she just came across as someone that I may have met in my life. Maybe, I guess, is the thing. And Voldemort just is too much of it, almost like a caricature.
Yeah.
Also, he was like lazily evil. He was like, I'll get you, Harry Potter. It's like, oh my goodness, get him already. We're talking too much about Harry Potter. I just watched all the movies. That's what it is. All right. Oh, I'm sure the actress playing her is fantastic. She did a good job. She made me dislike the character.
Yes.
And although it is funny because when I watch Harry Potter movies, it's been a while since I've seen them. It's like a who's who.
Oh, yeah.
Actors and actresses.
Yes.
I mean, they got like big name people to play all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's that crazy haired Trelawney?
Oh, Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson's like a big actress, right?
Yeah.
A really good one. And she's like a minor character in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm getting all Harry Potter-ish. All right. Oh, okay, so the Nurse Ratched is a person who's supposed to help but abuses their power.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay, so that's it for tonight, folks. I will see you tomorrow if you are in Dayton, Ohio, and at Cardboard Crowns. And Lord willing, the creek don't rise. You know, that the airplane and all that works okay. So I got to get packing here and get ready for my trip. Although this is a trip that we're not doing too much. We'll be running a Wits and Wagers game there and probably doing a live Q&A, I think. So we hope to see you there. But hey, we did it. We did it not on Google. Yay!
Well, hopefully it looks better.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, folks, I appreciate you all watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Eric Summerer.
And you've been watching Dice Tower Tonight.
Thanks for watching. Promotional consideration has been provided by game publishers in the form of review copies of games. Tom and I will see you in 2 weeks for another installment. Our show is supported by viewers like you. Thank you. Dice Tower Tonight is produced by Tom and me with assistance from Derek Porter and Rob Searing. Tom's worst podcasting fears provided by Tiny Eric Zombies. Timothy Pinkham composed our theme, and hosting is provided by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games at great prices at CoolStuffInc.com. Give us your feedback on the Dice Tower Guild at Board Game Geek, on the new Facebook page or Twitter, or by emailing us at dicetower@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit the other shows in the Dice Tower Network. Find something new at dicetowernetwork.com. Until next time, from all of us at the Dice Tower, have fun gaming.
Gaming. Can you use that curling brush as an actual broom?
Only if I put a Swiffer cloth on it.
Have you done that? Would you do it?
No, and mess up this high quality broom? No,
Yeah, it costs like $10. It's a $10 thing.
This? Oh no. This is a high quality piece of engineering. Actually, it's like 15 years out of date, but curling technology has advanced well beyond the classic hammer. Even the Hammer XL is way beyond this. No, I need to go shopping.